Mom, one of the most powerful things that you can teach your daughter is the strength in knowing when to leave. Hello, besties. Welcome back to my channel. So, today we are going to be diving into a very super important topic, one that many mothers and daughters will benefit from. How mothers can teach their daughters to vet men, date wisely, and recognize when to walk away from toxic relationship. This is all about building strong foundations, recognizing red flags, and empowering young women to make the best choices in their dating lives. Moms, this one is for you. And dear daughters, you might want to grab a cup of tea and listen because we are going to get real, like real today. So, dating can be very fun and exciting, I can tell you this for sure. But it can also be a minefield if you are not prepared. So, moms, it is so vital for you to share your wisdom and experiences with your daughters. Let's start with the basic, darling. When we talk about vetting, yeah, it means like taking the time to truly get to know someone before getting emotional with them. I mean, falling in love with them. As mothers, you can help your daughters by teaching them to look past the superficial looks, how the guy looks, how he smells, fancy gifts, and because girls can really get, sometimes you can really get away with stuff like this, like get carried away with stuff like this when the guy like giving you so much gift, like it smells good, there's money in the bag, he drives a good car, and it looks like he has all the package in place, and we can just forget about the right questions to ask and what to actually look for and focus on what truly matters. Now, let's say your daughter is interested in a guy who seems to be perfect in the surface. He's charming, he's polite, well dressed, he's rich. But my darling, charm isn't enough to sustain a relationship. Mother, dear mother, teacher asked how to ask deeper questions, because growing up personally myself, I did not have a mother that taught me these things, and I feel that this is something that I want to teach my daughter as she grows up, because it's not going to be like a boring topic. It's not like I'm just saying, oh yeah, the 20 rules when you want to date. You just speak stuff. When you are cooking, when you are doing stuff together, you're going for a drive, you're just having this light chat. You're just throwing one or two wisdom in there. Give examples. You understand? People relate more to examples. And because you and I have been children before, we know we don't like advice, especially when you are young and you are in love. You don't want to hear it. So you can't just come with all these 10-30 rules. You understand what I'm saying? You just say it lightly. This is what I did. I was dating this guy when I was so and so and so. And this is what happens. Teaching your girls, your daughters, how to ask the right questions. What are his values? How does he treat other people? Like waiters, friends, family? Because I've come to realize, and other parents have come to realize, that how people treat other people is how they will treat you. Because especially when the relationship is new, they will pretend around you. But look at them. How are they treating other people? How does he react under pressure? This is a big one, I tell you this. Because some guys, they will lose their shit when they are angry. Like they will throw stuff. They will say things that you will be like, oh my goodness. And imagine you getting married to that kind of person that has temper issues. You don't want to know. What are his goals? Not just his short-term goals. What are his long-term goals in life? Are they realistic? Are they doable? Is he even working towards them? Not fly and fly goals. I'm talking about real practical goals. She needs to ask. You need to tell your daughters to ask these things. Mother, it is important as well for you to kind of encourage your daughters to take time and gather as much information as possible before getting emotionally attached. I tell you the truth. That is why for me, I feel like it is good for a young girl dating to like know that sex is not the first bit of saying or showing your love to a guy or allowing the guy to tell you, I love you, let's have sex. If a man, tell them that if a man is pushing you to have sex, you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't love you. Because dating actually is getting to know each other. Because that is when you actually vet. So, okay, I think I like this guy. I think I'll fall in love with this guy. You understand me? And I know some of you are going to say that, oh, but some mothers, they grew up in an environment where they did not have this kind of knowledge and stuff like that, the tools to like navigate like healthy relationship. But come on, you and I, we are older. We've been through experiences while we were growing up, while we were young girls. And I feel like we should be able to give back those experiences to our daughters and look back and be like, if I were this age, you understand, what would I have done? What would I have done differently compared to what I'm doing now? You understand? Anyways, you have to encourage your daughters to ask the right informations before they get emotionally attached. I will always say to a guy, to a young lady, don't fall for a man's potential. Oh my God, did we not? We did fall for those things when we were younger. Fall for who is right, who he is right now. Don't be falling for that sweet talk. Because some guys, they will, their mouth, oh my God, is so sweet. They will even make an angel fall in love. Do not tell your daughters. Tell her, don't fall in love with potential. If he's constantly talking about how great he will be, but he is not putting in the work, Tole, that is a red flag. Seriously speaking. Now, let's go to the next thing, which is the test of time. Because me personally, I feel like time reveals a lot in people. That is why when you are dating and vetting somebody, you have to hold back your emotion and hold back sex. Because sex will drag your emotions out and you will fall in love with rubbish. Now, mom, here is it's a very good tip that I think you should pass on. Tell your daughters that time reveals all truth. Encourage her not to rush into laboring things as, oh, we are so serious. Or too quick to say, oh, we are oh, this is my boyfriend. Oh, this is my man. Honey, dating is a period of observation. Think of it like a job interview that lasts for 3 months, not weeks. You are still vetting this guy. Don't rush. Give your daughters the analogy of dating with purpose. Why are you dating this guy? If she's dating for a long-term relationship, she should treat it like getting to know a potential business partner. Open your ears, open your eyes, look, observe. Would you invest in a business without knowing everything about the person? No way. The Bible says hold your heart with all diligence. Of heart of it flows the issues of life. Your mind, if your mind is fucked up, like if heartbreak is one of the most difficult things, because if you are not strong, it might drive you insane. So you better hold your heart before you involve your heart in any relationship with a man. You have to vet them. Now, let's talk about some red flags, yeah? Moms, listen, you know what I'm talking about here. Sometimes, yeah, when you were young, we tend to overlook or make excuses for things that are clear signs that this is trouble. But as a mother, right now, you can help your daughter spot those early signs. You know what I mean? Because when we were younger, we were like, oh, it's not that bad. It's going to change. It doesn't mean it like that. Now, honey, let me tell you a few things that you can teach your daughter that are red flags. 1, inconsistent behaviors. If he's hot and cold, super interested one day and then disappears, he calls today, he doesn't call tomorrow, honey, that's a red flag. Just let your daughter know so she can spot this. Number 2 is lack of respect. If he doesn't respect our time, our opinion, our knowledge, our boundaries, then tell her it's time to walk away, because it will not change. It will only get worse. Number 3, controlling tendencies. Watch out for guys who try to control how she dresses. You met her, she loves to wear jean trousers, and now you are like complaining. Like, oh, why would she wear jeans trousers? Oh, she's not decent. But when you met her, that was what attracted you to her. Now you want to put her in a cage where nobody will see her when she's not your wife. And even if she's your wife, she is who she is first before she is your wife. Men who wants to like cage her in, who wants to monitor who she spends her time with, how she needs to talk, how she needs to behave. That is a red flag. Number 4, love bombing. If someone is rushing the relationship, showering her with excessive attention, gifts, you know what I'm saying? This one is a Nigerian thing. Nigerian guys, yeah, they will love bomb you. Like, oh, in the morning, where are you, baby? Have you eaten? In the afternoon, baby, where are you going? In the evening, the same thing. Goodness me, I'm in Nigeria and I cannot stand it. The way they rush, that is how they run. And you would think that you have met him. You would think that, oh God, this is the love of my life. No. Let them just have sex first. They'll run. You have to teach her that is a red flag. Guys that refuse to communicate, if he shuts it down, gaslight her, avoid important discussions, conversations, or dismisses her concern, this is a major red flag. Because if you cannot communicate in a relationship with who you are dating, why are you even dating? Now, these are things that often lead to toxic relationship down the road. Let your daughter know that it is okay to walk away at the first sign of trouble. You know, toxic people, abusers, they never stop. Until you stop them, they will never stop. Staying to see that if things will get better, it's just wasting your time. It never gets better. Now, speaking of walking away, let's talk about how to leave a toxic relationship. Now, this is a big one because even adults, it's very difficult for them to leave. Some adults, I'm not talking about just young ladies, I'm talking about like grown-ass women in their 60s and 70s. And now they sit down and they're like, I wasted my life with this man. I could have left, I should have left, I could not leave. Knowing when to leave is a skill that mothers need to teach their daughters. Mom, one of the most powerful things that you can teach your daughter is the strength in knowing when to leave. Society sometimes, especially the black society, often tells women to stick it out. Why are you leaving your relationship? I'm in Nigeria. They always say that. Pray for him. He will get better. These young ladies, you don't want to stay in a relationship. Pray for this man. But staying in a toxic relationship, it can have a lasting negative impact on your mental health and emotional being. Nobody needs that. Nobody. Now, here's an example. Maybe your daughter has been dating a guy for a while and she started noticing red flags like emotional manipulation and constant criticism. Instead of ignoring those signs or hoping that it will change, encourage her to prioritize her own well-being, her own mental health, well-being, and walk away with her hair high. Be able to tell a man that, listen, it's over. I'm walking away. I've had enough. Walking away isn't fair. It's self-respect. Remind her that leaving a toxic relationship shows that she values herself, her happiness, more than trying to fix someone, especially trying to fix a grown-ass man. No one can change any person, and it's not our job to even try. Now, ultimately, teaching your daughter to vet men and navigate the dating scene and the dating pool of men boils down to one key principle, and that is basically self-worth. The more she values herself as the lady that she is, the less likely she is to tolerate mistreatment or settle for less than she deserves. Help her to build her confidence by encouraging her to be self-aware, to have self-respect, to understand boundaries, and to place boundaries as well. Teach her that it is okay to have standards. Don't talk down on your daughter to say, because I've seen mothers who say, you select too much, that is why you are not married. No, it is okay to have standards. And tell her that those that do not meet them simply aren't the right fit. That's not being picky. That's being wise. So moms, remember this. The conversations that you have with your daughters about dating will shape how they view themselves and the people that they allow into their lives. Because I always say this, you as a mother, you are their first pastor before anybody else. You have more influence over their life before they start dating or meeting people. Teach them to date with intention, to recognize red flags, and to never be afraid to walk away when something isn't right. Use examples from all your past failures. She's a big girl now. She's gonna have sex. Not just to tell her, oh, protect yourself, make sure. No. Give her the tools that she needs in the dating scene. Okay, besties, that is the end of this video. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you better give me a thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up, like this video, comment. What do you think? Do you think that these are some of the advice that you could give your daughters? Anyway, till next time, take care of yourself, and remember, self-worth is your superpower.